Adam, what is the single event that happened to one of your startup businesses that you would consider the worst thing that's ever happened? And how did you overcome it?
When I actually started a company back in 2003 called Neural IT. It's a big data analytics company, pattern recognition using neural networks. And we originally got a little bit of angel funding. It was basically being doled out to us on a month-to-month basis by a very prominent billionaire. And we made a mistake on something. For us, we thought it was a small little error. I don't want to get into what it actually was. And he literally just cut the funding off for us. And we thought that we were completely doomed. And I went to my business partner, Tim Carruthers, and we just said, you know what, we are going to keep going forward. We are going to act like, the funding wasn't cut off. We're going to, we're going to borrow. We're going to do whatever it takes to make ends meet. And we are going to show that this really is a viable business. We survived barely for about 6 months. We went back to the original investor, and his head of finance said there was never a situation that he's ever known with this guy that he has refunded a company that he has pulled out of. But we convinced him that this was actually a great company, and he refunded us again, and the company is back in business and doing very, very well.
So it's really interesting how the sources of funding and selecting your source of funding and then persevering with funding are themes that can almost be common to a lot of startups.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, look, the most difficult, challenging thing probably with any of these companies is getting initial funding. It's very, very, very difficult. And frankly, I think it just takes a really concerted effort to actually go out there and push and push and push and just keep pushing and have prototypes and show that you're making progress, because a lot of times your initial pass you aren't going to get funded, but if you keep going and you keep showing progress and you keep showing that you aren't going to take no for an answer, but not just that you can actually keep making progress. You can often, even if you get turned down by an initial source, ultimately get funded.
That's a great lesson. Thank you.
Great.